The first quarter seasonally is the narrowest Choice Select spread of the year. Choice closed at 212.76, that's up 221. Select closed at 210.30, up 207. Live cattle futures for February closed at 126.60, that's down a quarter. And April closed at 127.50, also down 37 cents, with the forward months all down. Feeder cattle futures for January closed at 145.42, that's down 47. And March closed at 145.17, down 55 cents, with the forward months mixed. Grain futures, corn was lower as hope for large ag purchases wanes. The corn basis is moving higher at 65 over the March board in Guymon, Oklahoma. Corn is now pricing into the rations at $8 a hundredweight in the Oklahoma Panhandle. In cash cattle in the South, 2 pens of cattle sold on the online exchange at 124.25, barely higher than last week, but some indication their packers are willing to push it for cattle this week. Sales volumes for last week were small, and packers will need to add more cattle this week, and possibly before Friday. Cattle owners accepted steady prices of 124 to 125 live and 200 dressed. A few live trades in Iowa at 126 or one higher. Seasonally, beef demand improves in late January following the lapse of the holidays. There are some signs that box prices are turning higher in the cutout this week. Last week's slaughter of 640,000 head was 10,000 over last year. The composite cutout was 5 lower than last year, and for the first time in several months, Choice cutout 210 versus 214 last year. Live prices for fed cattle are on flat with last year. Grid and formula results for the past few months have been driven by quality grade. Large and small difference in the grading translate into large differences in value. With a narrowing of the Choice Select spread to just $2, the value of the higher grading cattle disappears, and it makes very little difference to the outcome. Carcass yield returns as a dominant factor in determining value. The Comprehensive Fed Cattle Weekly Report offers the most current information of the current status of fed cattle being harvested. The report is published each Tuesday and includes the week's previous change in carcass weights and the quality grading. The latest report shows that carcass weights moved 3.5 pounds lower at 881, which is 21 pounds over last year. The quality grade decreased 2% from the prior week to 82.8%. Again, that's 1,700 to start the sale, and we'll be back tomorrow to let you know how today went.
This has been the Morning Livestock Auction Report, sponsored by Producers Livestock Auction Company.